On this episode of Cigars in the Barn, we had the pleasure of interviewing Desiree, who is part owner of Drunk Chicken Cigars. They're a small boutique cigar company. They are minority owned, women owned, veteran owned, and they are a small business located in Washington, D.C. Their mission is to create cigars that their customers will enjoy any time of the day. Welcome to our barn, where we're smoking premium cigars, living the country life, and equipping ourselves with the tools necessary to stand up to the pressures of compromise and tolerance. This is Cigars in the Barn.
Hey, Matt.
Okay, how are you doing?
Everybody's great. Everyone's shut in, so the only communication is just, reaching out to people, making sure that they, are doing well and if they need anything. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know we're feeling a little bit of the brunt of it out here in California, and I'm glad you guys are doing well. And I very much appreciate you taking your time to talk with us for a little bit. I don't know how much time you have, but we appreciate you taking the opportunity to talk to us.
Okay. I mean, if we don't have enough time today, we can have a follow-up, or if you have later follow-up questions, I'm open to that.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, we've got some stuff we just wanted to ask you, and we just like to do cigar reviews. We do a lot of homesteading, so the purpose of what we do is trying to live a sustainable life on our own and not necessarily have to go out and get things. We want to kind of do it ourselves. We have pigs on the land here, and we have there's a horse and sheep and goats. So the name Cigars in the Barn kind of fits what we do here. It's more of the barnyard type atmosphere. So, we just wanted to ask you a few questions about your business and what you do, because we want to try to promote that to other people out here in California and on the West Coast, because obviously you guys are, out there on the East Coast. So
We are selling in California right now.
mainly why we kind of wanted to do this is because we didn't know, we weren't aware. So we wanted to use this opportunity to allow you to give us some information on where we could pick up some of your cigars and see how they are too. So yeah, whatever works, because we want to try to shoot you some business too. We want to keep everybody smoking cigars. We know it's a rough time for a lot of people. So my buddy Chip's with me here too, and we really enjoy smoking cigars. And I can see obviously you were having some today by looking at your Instagram. So hopefully it was a good one.
Well, it was a handmade one that I got in January, and that particular humidor I did not have really at optimal humidity, so it started falling apart. But it was good while it lasted. So I probably ruined it, but it was a good cigar while it lasted.
Real quickly, just to kind of start, would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Desiree. I am in my 40s, late 40s, single mom, 2 kids. I live in Brandywine, Maryland, on a small, very small type of farm where I have right now 13 full-grown chickens. I have 2 baby ducks and 6 baby chicks right now.
Awesome.
I get approximately 40 eggs with the full-grown ones right now a week. And when the new ones come and start laying eggs, I'll probably end up with a few more by the time April is over. I'm bored, so I'm looking for baby chicks right now. Staying in the house, something to do. But by the time it's over, I'll end up probably with, 3 or 4 more, at least 4 more. I do have a big garden. Not trying to really be sustainable, but I do believe in, trying to grow my own as much as possible. But I have a full-time job in Washington, D.C. with the federal government, and I smoke, and my partner in life, he smokes and cigars, and we travel everywhere. And when we travel, we like to visit all the local lounges. And when we were visiting the local lounges, we try to find different cigars to try out. My whole goal in life sometimes is just to let me find a cigar I haven't smoked before. And so one time we were in Florida, and we accidentally ran into a cigar lounge. Well, it was a cigar factory, very, very small factory. 2 rollers and a manager and like the storefront type place. And we were in there. He was showing us his setup, and he was rolling cigars. And he said, "You want me to roll you one?" I said, "Sure." So he rolled me a fresh one. We smoked it. It was pretty good. So he showed me the different leaves and cigars, and I just was inquiring because we smoked so many cigars a day. Between the 2 of us, we were smoking at least 5 cigars a day. So my whole goal at the time was make cigars cheaper. I mean, because you're spending $8 or $12 a cigar. And so, we started talking, and we built a relationship on from there. And I asked him to make different blends for us. When we got home, we started researching the different cigar that we liked and what those blends consisted of. And we asked for him to make us blends based on the leaves that we knew he can get at the time. And as he rolled for us, we told him which ones we liked, we didn't like, and we ended up with 5 blends that we started to smoke on a regular, give to our friends when they hung out here in our backyard, where we have I told you we have a little farm, but we also have a backyard, like, what do you call that thing? I say it's a she shed, but it's really an outdoor bar area. And we hang out there, play music, have the friends over, and we'll give them out to our friends and everything, and it just became a thing. And our friends started saying, "You need to sell these, you need to sell these." And so that's how Drunk Chicken Cigars was created.
That's great. That's really inspiring to hear that, just a simple trip like that down to Florida turned into, a nice little setup for yourself and your partner. That's awesome. You had mentioned that obviously you work for the federal government, and I did read that, I believe you worked in the branch of the military, and we wanted to say thank you for your service.
Well, it's not exactly me in the branch of service. My partner, business partner, and partner in life, he's in the military. So it is a woman-owned business, but he's also a part of the company, and he's in the was in the military. So, but I will let him know that you appreciate his service.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, we really do. Both Chip and I worked in law enforcement, and we've worked in the medical field for a while, and so we definitely appreciate all the hard work that goes into every branch of service. So yeah, please do extend that thank you to him. That would be great.
Yeah, he's actually law enforcement, and he's out in the streets right now. So you are in the same boat.
Awesome, that's great. Yeah, we've got a blue line flag hanging in our barn as we speak right now, because that's where our heart is, and we know what struggles go into that. So we do appreciate it very much.
We almost named it Blue Line, the cigar line, but we found when we did research there were other a lot of blue line activity out there with as regards to cigars. And so we stuck with Drunk Chicken Cigars because in about 2017, our friends named our, when we built the, what do you call that? She shed, the outdoor bar. They named it the Drunk Chicken because they said our chickens always look drunk. But they're not used. City people aren't used to chickens, so they always thought the chickens look drunk. So we had a plaque made called Drunk Chicken and everything. When we were looking for names, well, we came up with all kinds of names. But somebody said, we started with the Blue Line, and then we started with the Mad Dogs and the Crazy Dogs. Somebody said to us, well, what does that mean to you? And we looked at each other going, I don't know. And so they said, you need to come up with a name that means something. And we looked at each other and we were saying, only thing name that means anything is Drunk Chicken. And so it just like hit us on Chicken Cigars. So
I like it. It's catchy. It sounds great. It's a great name.
Sometimes I think it's kitschy, and I think that I love the name because it fits me, my personality. It fits what we are, what we believe in. But a lot of times I get when I'm addressing cigar lounges and stuff like that, is this a joke? Is this, real? Is this a real company? And the name they think is kitschy, and then it's not going to be around. But we've proven that we have a solid line, and so with that we've been able to progress forward very well.
That's great. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about what you just said is that it's you, it's what you guys are, what you represent. And I think that's the beauty of that, because I think so many people cave and give into today's world of what everyone has to say about them. And I think that's inspirational to us, because you got to stick to who you are. And that's the way the life should be. We shouldn't be afraid of who we are and what we do. And it's really encouraging to hear that, especially for us as we start. Because, I mean, cigars in the barn, some people are like, oh, you just smoke cigars in the barn? Well, yeah, we do, but there's more to it. There's a lot to it that we enjoy. So,
oh, yeah, you have to if it's a passion, if it means something to you, I found this out as I'm going through this journey, is that because it means something to us. Even today, I was putting out the Mother Clucker advertisement, and somebody said, "Is this a joke? Is this an April Fool's joke?" And I had to go, "No, it's not." And I hope you get the opportunity to try it out. And we're in 10 lounges right now. And here's the lounges. I hope And so it's because it's a passion, I'm able to explain that it is more than just the name. It is, the brand, the cigar, the smoke, the experience is all there. So.
Yeah, Desiree, this is Chip, by the way. Nice to meet you unofficially.
Hi, Chip.
Yeah, what you've been saying is really awesome stuff. I love the fact that you're putting chickens in there. I've had chickens for a long time, and we're actually hatching, and we used to have a hatchery too. So I love the baby chicks, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit more about like how you decided what blends to make. 'Cause how many blends do you have to purchase? What made you decide on those specific blends?
When we went to Florida and we met the gentleman, and we were asking him to help us with buying cigars cheaper, when we came home, we researched all the cigars that we liked. I asked him, what cigars are your favorite? And I looked at my favorites, and I started writing down what's the wrapper, binder, filler for all of them. And I went back and said, hey, can you make these? So out of like 25 or 30 different blends that we asked, we just started smoking, and then we smoked them six at a time, because he had 3, I had 3, and then we started taking notes of them when we would smoke it, and we'd come back and compare notes. What did you think of this one? And oh no, I didn't like it, or yeah, this was great. And when we had ones that we absolutely loved, both of us loved, then we would go back and we would knock out the ones we said, oh, they were just okay, or we didn't really care for them. Then we would go back and do round 2, because we had 3 cigars each, and then smoke those, and oh, these are really good, very consistent, and what about this that we liked, or what about it that we didn't like? And then we would go, okay, let's change the filler. We liked this, but it just needed a little bit of something. And it just went from there. The Drunk Chicken Original was the first one that we both agreed was ones that we both liked. We would smoke all the time. We would purchase, so that's why it became the first one, Drunk Chicken Original. The Mother Clucker, I think, was a day behind it, because we like to smoke on a clean palate when we were trying new cigars. So I think the Mother Clucker was right behind it. And then it just, okay, so we have the Mother Clucker that's a spicy and peppery. We wanted something different, and we had the Maduro. So the next ones were making sure that they were distinct from the others. I love them all, and I'm not just saying that because there's weeks that I'm always Mother Clucker, and I'm 2-3 weeks I'm just smoking a Mother Clucker, and then all of a sudden I go, hey, I wanted that Living the Dream because it's smooth, and then I'll go a week or 2 smoking that, and that's the only thing I want to smoke. So it's I'm not just saying that I love them all. I have periods where it's just that's the one that I want to smoke, and so I can pick up any one anytime and know that I'm gonna have a good smoke. So, and then sometimes it depends on what I'm drinking, what I'm eating. The Sweet Dreams has a sweet tip, has this vanilla flavor to it. So a lot of times when and it's a really smooth smoke. So there's a lot of times that when I'm relaxing, I want that. When I'm doing the living the dream, it's really relaxing, smooth smoke. But then when I want a lot more of flavor or a lot more strength, then I'll go to the Mother Clucker or a Drunk Chicken Original. And then there's the Fat Hen. So yeah, I vary, depends on what I'm smoking, what mood I'm in, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking. So I do try to pair with mood and food and drink.
Well, I mean, I think that's cigars across the board. Is I love the variety that manufacturers give you, because yeah, sometimes you are in the mood for something a little bit lighter. Sometimes you are in the mood for something a little bit stronger, more flavor, and you can just, there's a wide variety, and that's what I love about it. What's your favorite pairings with your? I think you have 5 blends, correct? So
Yes,
what's your
they all
favorite?
come in different sizes.
What do you recommend we drink when we smoke your 5?
So I typically will tell you red wine, because that's what I love to drink. Dry red wines. We'll go with just about any one of them. But if I'm smoking a Sweet Dream, I do like a nice Chardonnay, a white wine, because of the sweetness. It brings out the sweetness in that wine a little bit more, that crispness. And so I do like to drink the white wine with the Chardonnay. With the Living the Dream, anything smooth, light, red wine, white wine, those will be great because it's such a smooth cigar when you're relaxing and you just feel like, I always think of it like I'm on the beach, I'm living my dream, my mahis, sex on the beach drinks, type of drinks.
Yes.
Relaxing ones. On the other spectrum, because I have the Maduro, the full body cigars, I love Scotch. I love Arbeck, or I love a nice Scotch, a peaty Scotch with that one. And then there's the Mother Clucker, which is peppery and spicy, full of flavor, and I would definitely go with a bourbon. If I'm doing a red wine, I would do a Merlot or a Cab. And then the Fat Hen, it's not as peppery as the Mother Clucker, but it's not as smooth as the Living the Dream. I would tell you that when I'm smoke that's when I want that quick smoke. I just want to have that moment there. It will last for about 45 minutes because it is a short torpedo. Just about anything. Mostly red wines, yeah, a red wine, a Merlot or a Malbec.
It sounds good to me. I have no complaints about those at all. So the process of the rolling of the cigars. So you said you have a guy that rolls them for you. I assume that he's still doing that for you. How long does it take?
The process from beginning to end, because when there's different rollers that do different things. So there's the rollers that roll the binder filler, and then there's the rollers that roll the wrapper. So you do one day, and then it sits, and then you put it in the mold, and then they do it the next day, and then it gets pressed. So I would tell you, every day. Right now, we have the capacity to do about 1,000 cigars a day, give or take, depending on the mold too, because we have more molds of one size than we do of other sizes. So just to give or take. But as we grow, the number of rollers and everything will grow. What we anticipate is in the next year, if hopefully things will continue after Corona, the way they were continuing for us. And if that happens, then we should be able to take over full manufacturing in a year or two tops.
Yeah,
That's great.
I was just gonna ask you what your long-term goals are. So that's awesome. So you have about 1,000. You can make about 1,000 a day, roughly right now. And you said how many? You're in 10 cigar lounges, or where can we buy some of this stuff?
So we're in 10 lounges in the U.S., and so let's start with here in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, we have a Phillion, which was our first lounge. We have, and that's in Gabriel's. We have Cigar 301, Smoking Room 301, that's in Waldorf, Maryland. We are in Cigar Palace in Virginia. In D.C., we're in Truth, D.C. 78. We are in Alabama at Cigar Room. We're at Mississippi at Humidor at Hattiesburg. New Jersey at Lit Cigars. Oh, in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, we are in the Pelican Shop. In California, we're in Sticks Lounge in Brentwood. And in Swedensburg, New Jersey, we are in Lit Cigar Lounge and King Club. Yeah, so when I do talk to lounges, I try to see if I can find a different state that we're not in and focus on that state. Before this corona, I did expect to be in New Hampshire and Georgia and Texas, but things have slowed down quite a bit. So hopefully those lounges will still be considering Drunk Chicken Cigars once Corona is over.
Yeah, definitely. We hope you can really do that, because we don't want to see anybody go behind or get behind or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure with the market and with the way people are about their cigars, we're pretty positive you guys are going to stay strong, because it sounds like you got a great model. We really enjoyed being able to hear your story and understand where you started. And like I said, it's inspirational to know that you just had this thing after going to a cigar lounge and doing it yourself. And so I'm sure you guys, with your the tenacity of doing it and wanting to do it, it'll stay strong. You sound like you got a good will to do all that. So we definitely wish you guys the best with all that. One thing I wanted to ask you is, what can we do to support you guys? How can we support you? What would you like us to do to help support you, other than buying cigars, of course?
Well, I want you to at least smoke them, and then and whatever the review is, that's the review. I would like for people to know, get to try the cigars. I do appreciate you saying the discount. I'll definitely provide you with discount codes for exclusive for your group and your podcast followers. I would really appreciate that. And just, getting the word out is the most important thing, for people to be educated that we're here. We love to tell the story. I love to tell people about Drunk Chicken Cigars. And I do know that we have a good cigar. And the reason I know that is because just to be open up with you, we just started selling January to lounges. And here we are in March in 10 lounges. And if it wasn't for Corona, I would probably tell you we would be at at least a couple more. And so to do that in such a short period of time, we're blessed. And our product is good and consistent. So I'm taking this opportunity with Corona to make sure that we have all paperwork, the website update, and any other thing that I could think of, to finalize, get in order, and so that when Corona hopefully is over and we're able to go back out in society again and interact with people, that we are going to our lounges that support us, and we're there meeting the customers that enjoy our cigars. So like I said, just getting it out there, telling people about it. I really appreciate you doing this podcast with me.
Oh, no problem. We appreciate you allowing us to interview you. And I can tell you right now, I think you have us sold. We're looking forward to doing some reviews on your cigars and getting some of those from you. And we definitely will be reaching out to, our circle and the people that are around us to try to promote that business and get you guys more business and keep you going. And, we obviously look forward to having, more conversations with you down the road, maybe some progress reports, see how you guys are doing. And just being able to watch a local U.S. business be able to thrive, as a small business in today's world is not an easy thing to do. And, to be able to see you guys thrive and, like you said, to be in 10 cigar lounges within 3 months basically that's quite the feat. So it shows how hard you guys are working over there. And it's nice to see.
Sometime tomorrow, I will be sending you your exclusive code, okay?
Sounds great, Desiree. Thank you again. Be safe, and we'll talk again.
Drunk Chicken Cigars has 5 cigars in their current lineup. The first one, the Drunk Chicken Original, uses only the finest tobacco leaves from Nicaragua, Mexico, and Ecuador. This complex cigar provides a powerful and amazing velvety smoke with prominent tones of earthiness and black pepper. Next in their lineup is the Mother Clucker. This Habano is a rich, medium to full-bodied cigar, made from blends of tobacco leaves from Ecuador and Nicaragua. The spicy black pepper woodiness is an explosion of flavor in one little package. Next is the Fat Hen. The Fat Hen is a short and chubby Habano with a combination of premium tobacco leaves from Ecuador, Nicaragua, and the Dominican Republic. These cigars are aged to perfection, producing an unadulterated marriage between smooth and flavorful. Number 4 in their lineup is Living the Dream. The Dominican and Nicaraguan tobaccos in this cigar is an exciting blend of spicy, creamy chocolate and earthy tones to enhance your smoking experience. And finally, Sweet Dreams. If you are looking for a smooth cigar, this slightly sweetened tipped cigar will rock your world. Connecticut wrappers blanket bold Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers to create this mild to medium body cigar that is an easy, flavorful smoking experience. Make sure you follow Drunk Chicken Cigars on Instagram and Facebook and check out their website, drunkchickencigars.com. And just for listening, our podcast subscribers get a special promo code to apply to their purchase. That promo code is lowercase Cigars in the Barn. Go check them out, place an order, and support a local small business.